Hello, young man. I'm glad you're here today, because we're going to talk about a very important topic. Something that I believe can change your life for the better. You see, being a hero, it's not just about having superpowers or wearing a fancy suit. It's about the decisions you make, the actions you take, and the person you choose to be. It's about being brave, being kind, and being selfless. Now, I know that it's not always easy. I know that life can be tough, and it can be hard to make the right choices. But I want you to know that you have the power to make a difference. You have the power to choose how you react to situations, how you treat others, and how you take care of yourself. You have the power to be a force for good in the world, to make a positive impact on those around you, and to leave the world a better place than you found it. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying that you won't face challenges and obstacles along the way, but I am saying that it's worth it. Every single day, I see people who are struggling, people who are hurting, and people who are in need, and it breaks my heart. But I also see people who are making a difference, people who are helping, people who are caring, and people who are being kind. And that gives me hope. It gives me the strength to keep going, to keep fighting, and to keep pushing forward. You see, being a hero, it's not just about saving the world. It's about making a difference in the lives of those around you. It's about being a good friend, a good family member, and a good person. About being someone who can be counted on, someone who can be trusted, and someone who can be looked up to. Now, I know that you may be thinking, but how do I do this? How do I become a hero? Well, it's simple. It starts with small actions, small decisions, and small choices. It starts with being kind to someone you meet, helping someone in need and being a good listener. It starts with taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, and taking care of your mind. It starts with being mindful of your actions, being mindful of your words, and being mindful of your thoughts. You see, being a hero, it's not just about grand gestures. It's about the small things, the everyday things, and the things that may seem insignificant. But, trust me, they're not insignificant. They're what make a difference. They're what change lives, and they're what create a ripple effect of kindness and compassion. Now, I want to share with you a story about a young man who was struggling, who was lost, and who was in need. He was on the wrong path. He was making bad choices, and he was surrounded by people who didn't care about him. But one day someone reached out to him, someone who cared. Someone who listened, and someone who helped. That someone was a hero, that someone made a difference, and that someone changed his life. And now, that young man is a hero himself. He's making a difference, and he's changing lives. You see, being a hero, it's contagious, it's a chain reaction, and it's a wave of kindness that can spread far and wide. And I want you to be a part of it. I want you to be a hero, and I want you to make a difference. Now, I know that it's not always easy. I know that it's not always simple. But I want you to know that you're not alone. You have me, you have your family, you have your friends, and you have your community. You have people who care about you, people who believe in you, and people who want to help you. And most importantly, you have yourself. You have your own strength, your own resilience, and your own power. You have the power to choose, the power to act, and the power to make a difference. So, I want to leave you with a challenge today. A challenge to be a hero, a challenge to make a difference, and a challenge to change the world. Start small. Start with one person, start with one action, and start with one decision. Start with being kind to someone you meet. Start with helping someone in need, and start with being a good listener. Start with taking care of yourself. Start with taking care of your body, and start with taking care of your mind. And as you do, as you make these small choices, and as you take these small actions, you'll start to see a difference. You'll start to feel a difference. And you'll start to be a hero. You'll start to inspire others. You'll start to motivate others. And you'll start to make a ripple effect of kindness and compassion. And before you know it, you'll be changing lives. You'll be making a difference. And you'll be a force for good in the world. And if you feel this talk helpful, don't forget like and subscribe. And if you want to be a more grateful person, you can donate on the Patreon account. Link on description. See you soon, friend.